This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A man somehow went unnoticed for about 30 minutes inside the Moses Lake Walmart Wednesday morning as he stole sporting goods and a shotgun after breaking in. A wanted felon reportedly barricaded himself inside a Moses Lake home Wednesday night, leading to a more than hour-long standoff.
One of last summer's major regional brush fires occurred on the eastern perimeter of East Wenatchee in early September.
A new report from Washington State University shows that mortality rates in 10 out of the 11 most common causes of death are higher east of the Cascades than they are on the state's west side.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A man somehow went unnoticed for about 30 minutes inside the Moses Lake Walmart Wednesday morning as he stole sporting goods and a shotgun after breaking in. Store surveillance video released on Thursday shows the suspect, later identified as 27-year-old Alberto Ramirez, approached the Walmart Garden Center at about 5:57 a.m., 3 minutes before the store opens. The video shows the man use a hammer to break a glass door and continue walking through the aisles, even passing by an employee before getting to the sporting goods section. Moses Lake police say the man used several duffel bags to load up on various merchandise. Ramirez is seen on video approaching a glass case containing multiple firearms behind the register and checks to see if it's locked. At one point, another customer is seen on the video shopping in the same section, and Ramirez appears to continue to take items and again returns to the firearm case, where he eventually uses a hammer to break the glass and remove a shotgun. Video shows Ramirez walk back through the store and out the garden center before heading north out of the store at about 6:30 a.m. Officers recognized the suspect in the video and later located Ramirez in the homeless warming center parking lot, where he was arrested for first-degree burglary, felon in possession of a firearm, theft of a firearm, and malicious mischief in the second degree. As of Thursday afternoon, Moses Lake police say they have yet to find the stolen items. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination. From the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
A wanted felon reportedly barricaded himself inside a Moses Lake home Wednesday night, leading to a more than hour-long standoff. An off-duty Moses Lake police officer spotted Ruben Saavedra entering a home in the 1300 block of West Shelby Street at about 8 p.m. Saavedra was wanted on a Department of Corrections warrant for escaping community custody on a third-degree assault of a law enforcement officer conviction. On-duty officers and Grant County deputies arrived and attempted to get the suspect to exit the home. Saavedra reportedly refused to come out of the home for more than an hour, even with K9 Grizzly on scene. He eventually exited the home shortly after his mother arrived on scene and spoke with her son via cell phone. According to Moses Lake Police, Saavedra was taken into custody shortly before 9:30 p.m. and was booked into jail on his outstanding warrant and resisting arrest. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
One of last summer's major regional brush fires occurred on the eastern perimeter of East Wenatchee in early September. The three-alarm Crystal Fire consumed over 2,600 acres before it was snuffed out by firefighters from multiple responding agencies, including the Department of Natural Resources and Bureau of Land Management, as part of a state mobilization effort which brought in extra personnel and apparatus, as well as multiple levels of air support. Now, nearly 5 months after the blaze burned dangerously close to scores of homes and blackened large swaths of the nearby hillsides, DNR has released its official conclusion as to the cause of that large wildland fire and are blaming it on what they categorize as equipment use in vegetation. That equipment has been specifically identified as one 1997 Jeep Wrangler, which Douglas County Fire District No. 2 Chief Dave Baker advised was being driven off-road in an area of dry and heavily overgrown grasses and sagebrush on the day the fire broke out. Investigators say the Jeep became stuck in the tinder-like conditions and that heat from its exhaust system provided what became the initial spark of that large-scale wildfire. The cost of putting out the Crystal Fire is in the millions of dollars, but officials with DNR say it is unknown if any charges will be filed against the vehicle's owner or operator that day, further indicating that issue would be handled by the appropriate jurisdiction. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
A new report from Washington State University shows that mortality rates in 10 out of the 11 most common causes of death are higher east of the Cascades than they are on the state's west side. The reasons aren't clear, and there's likely a few of them, but according to WSU researchers, people living east of the mountains are more likely to die from accidental injuries, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, suicide, the flu, and other causes. Between 2011 and 2015, 660 people per 100,000 in western Washington died from the 11 major causes. To the east, that number was 716. An online tool released with the survey helps break down the categories. For instance, areas around Moses Lake had slightly more deaths by accidental injury than the national average of 43 deaths per 100,000 people. In deeply rural areas adjacent to highways, this number climbs, owing to less population and more opportunity for vehicle accidents. Lesser access to nearby medical care may be a big factor in the disparities, but WSU's Elson Floyd College of Medicine expects to dig deeper into the numbers in future reports. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.